What have you learned about the dark side of creativity?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that people tend to have like if you did like an implicit attitudes test on creativity, I agree that most people would see it as like a positive
Mhm.
thing. There's nothing inherently positive about the definition of a creative product, which is that it's novel and useful, right? Or
Right.
that it's like some so that usefulness very much depends on your position, right? Your perspective. It could be a really big, useful weapon that causes mass destruction, and
Right.
that would be considered highly creative. So I don't think that I think that creativity just doesn't on its own have a valence,
Mhm.
have a positive or a negative impact on a person's life. But I do think in general, and this comes from experience I had. I did a show about just over 10 years ago for the Oprah Winfrey Network called Miracle Detectives, where I was the scientific foil to a journalist who was a believer in miracles. And we went around the country and we, investigated people's claims of miracles that happened to them. And one of the things that really struck me in that journey, I got to talk to people, in places and situations that I never would have